Hey everyone, welcome back to the Countdown. I'm Greg Lawless alongside Jason Sagini, and today we're looking at numbers 7 through number 4. At number 7, the selection of the U.S. national team for the World Cup in South Africa.
Obviously, whenever a World Cup roster is announced, it's going to be a big deal. This one was held in Bristol, Connecticut on the campus of ESPN. A lot of hoopla around it. We saw the roster walked out, and everybody was very surprised when they saw Robbie Finley there and Brian Ching not there. Of course, DeMarcus Beasley, also named to the team, was a little bit of a surprise.
Well, there was 23 out of the 30 players that were in the provisional squad. Don't forget Connor Casey of the Colorado Rapids, not even in the provisional 30 players named in that one. At number 6, it's Landon Donovan going out on loan to Everton.
Yeah, this was a huge story. Of course, there's not much going on after the Super Draft in January. So Landon Donovan going over to the EPL, MLS fans following him intently, and him really succeeding over there. Scored 2 goals in 10 games. He was named the Player of the Month for Everton for January. Very impressive, and he did it. Not only did he do it over in the EPL, but he did it against some of the top clubs like Chelsea and Arsenal.
Well, a great stint for him in England, and obviously had something to do with his form when he finally got to the World Cup, which was the whole point of him going out on loan anyway. And at number 5, it's the Colorado Rapids winning their first ever MLS Cup.
Right, MLS Cup held in Toronto between the Rapids and FC Dallas. 2 teams vying to get their first star on their jersey. The Rapids obviously did it. The run for the Rapids to the Cup was quite impressive. Remember, they were almost knocked out by Columbus. Connor Casey coming up with that clutch goal. Then you see in overtime in MLS Cup, it's Mac Conji, a player who was brought in mid-season, getting them what became the game-winning goal.
A great win for Colorado. Connor Casey, we mentioned him a minute ago about the World Cup team. Very involved, getting a goal in the MLS Cup final. And speaking of the Cup up in Toronto, it was very cold up there on that night. Well, let's go the other way. At number 4, the story is about Qatar winning the World Cup, and they're already talking about how hot it's going to be in 2022.
Yeah, there's plenty of stories that came out of it, stirred up a lot of controversy, but you know, the question of whether they deserved it or not, they do have it. It's going to be there. We're going to see some incredible stadiums built in what seems to be the middle of the desert for some of them, on an island for others. They're talking about using solar energy to keep them all air conditioned, even though they're open air stadiums. So it'll be very interesting to see what develops out of Qatar winning this World Cup.
Well, certainly that controversy, one of the major stories of 2010. But we are now down to the final 3. So check back here to MLSsoccer.com tomorrow to find out what those are.